Hey guys, John Soda here, and today we'll be continuing my Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness review, because, if you guys saw my previous video, I was reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but my storage ran out, so, I will be continuing it, because I still have more to talk about, and I haven't done a two-part review since 2020 when I reviewed The Shawshank Redemption, so yeah, now this is gonna be a two-part review, as you guys can see. So yeah, and so like I was saying, that scene where she kills the Illuminati was awesome, like I said, and that scene where it was Peggy Carter, where she made where Peggy Carter was like throwing the shield on her, she made the shield go to her stomach, and she got literally like cut in half, and that scene was like, whoa, like yeah, like literally all that would click in your mind is whoa or damn, that actually happened. Yeah, so that whole scene was great, and then the other scene with Mr. Fantastic, where he turned into a bunch of like shrivels and like twisty things, like that scene was cool too. And I forgot what happened to Brown. I shouldn't say the word black. I'm just gonna say Brown. I I forgot what happened with Brown Captain Marvel, because it's been like weeks since I've seen this movie. I only seen this movie once, and that was in the theaters, like when the first day it came out. But and then another scene I loved. This was probably my favorite one with Professor X. And can you believe Professor X? This is his third time dying, because he died in X-Men The Last Stand by Jean, he died in Logan by X-24, and then now here he dies by Wanda. But this scene was scary actually, when Professor X went into Wanda's mind and he saw like the good Wanda from the other multiverse that was trapped in her mind behind like a bunch of like concrete, and he was trying to get her out. Like, she was like, help me out, and then a jump scare happens, and then Wanda comes in and cracks Professor X's neck, and that scene was so unexpected, and it was great. So yeah, and literally that whole scene literally looked like something from Drag Me to Hell. So yeah, let me think. Anything else I should say? What else was I saying? Oh yeah, and then there were the other scenes. Like, I like how this movie like flipped a lot with different multiverses. Like, we went from the main multiverse that we always follow. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the scenes in the beginning. And I forgot to say, this whole movie from beginning to end is so much action everywhere. Like, there is so much action in this movie, and this honestly has as much action as the Avengers movies does actually. And Spider-Man No Way Home didn't really have that much action, so, and that's another reason why I didn't appreciate it as much as others did. Like, I thought it was gonna be like an Avengers movie where it had a bunch of action in it and all of that. But don't worry, it was still enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, it was still great. Like, I'm not shitting on that movie at all. So what was I saying? So the whole beginning, the whole battles in the beginning were cool. Like the scene where with the other Doctor Strange, you know, the Buzz Doctor Strange. That scene was cool, where her and America were jumping through that little space between the multiverses, and they were battling like this big creature. Yeah, that whole scene was awesome. Like, that was a great start to the movie. And then there was another scene between them and the squid creature. How could I forget his name? Gigataurus, or I don't know. It definitely started with a G, but Gigataurus, I think was his name, or somewhere around that. But that whole scene with them when they were fighting him was really cool. Like, that whole scene was dope in the city, and he threw the bus at them, and like he was going all over the building. Like, that whole battle was cool. And there was a really funny joke too with America, where they were talking about Spider-Man. She was like, Spider-Man shoots webs out of him, where do they come from, his butt? Yeah, that was a really funny joke. Yeah, and this movie was very funny too, which I really liked about it. Like, it was very funny, had a lot of comedy in it. So yeah, and then I really liked how Doctor Strange, she was with the, I keep forgetting that character that Rachel McAdams plays. Like, there was an alternate version of her that was in the other multiverse where she was with shit, I forgot his name too. The one Chiwetel Ejiofor plays, the leader of the Illuminati. Like, she was a part of his tribe, but they were sticking together a lot in the movie, and I really liked that a lot. Like, that was really cool seeing them like stick together, like seeing them as partners, and they even get transported to the other universe together with just them two. And then like even Sam Raimi's car shows up, like, you know, his family car, that where it's floating. That part was cool. And let me see, is there anything else I should say? Oh yeah, and then there's another scene where like they're going into like this realm, and Doctor Strange is the leader, but like he's like an evil Doctor Strange kinda, and he doesn't want them to have the book. And I think they needed this book so like they can like fix the stuff in the multiverse, and like that Doctor Strange had like an eye on his forehead. So yeah, but and that whole eye thing, like, I don't know, this is another, like, nitpick flaw, but that whole eye on the forehead, I don't know, it looked a little bad to me, like, on Benedict Cumberbatch, like, that whole eye looked kind of bad, like, I don't know, it looked kind of unfinished, so, yeah, but that whole book thing was cool, like, where they were trying to get the book from him, and they even, like, they even, like, throw him off the building, and he gets stabbed by, like, the gate railing or something like that, so, yeah. And like their whole bond, like him and Rachel McAdams' character from the other universe, like their whole bond was great too. Like I like their little bond that they shared too. And I'm not sure if they were falling in love. I don't think they were falling in love, but they were just being like good friends, I think. And this part was cool where he used that book to like get another version of himself, but they said it couldn't be alive, and he was like, who said it would have been alive? And he actually gets the zombie Doctor Strange from the zombie universe. And that was really cool too, how he had to get the zombie Doctor Strange to like as a puppet, and then he brings him to the main universe that we're following with, because Wanda like kidnaps America, and like she's in that table. And that whole part was cool where he was like controlling zombie Doctor Strange, and zombie Doctor Strange looked a lot like a Deadeye. Like he definitely had that whole look of like the Evil Dead Deadeye. Like yeah, and he looked great actually. Like he looked scary. He was great. And that whole ending with Wanda and Wong and Doctor Strange and America, that whole ending was really dope. And how Wanda even turned good when she saw, I forgot how she turned good, but like she ended up turning good. And like there was a very emotional scene where she saw that the kids from the other universe didn't care for this Wanda. Like they were very scared of her. They just wanted their main mom, but she still didn't care. So yeah, and but that scene was very emotional though. And let me think. Anything else I should say? Oh yeah, and then like I think Wanda dies, but I'm not sure if she dies though, cause like it doesn't really feel like her death actually. Like the way like she supposedly dies doesn't really feel like her death. Like I think maybe she might be back, cause like she gets squished by like that mountain, but I don't think she got squished cause she was protecting that force field she was in, and it didn't even feel like this was Wanda's death. Like it didn't feel like it. So she might still be alive, I think. Like I actually think she's still alive. Like she might come back in another movie or something. So yeah, anything else I should say? So yeah, this movie ended pretty good, and like the whole eye on the forehead thing, like that was the ending of the movie, which I did not really get much, but yeah, but the end credits was cool. Like I like the end credits a lot, where it showed Charlize Theron as Dormammu's sister or something like that, and then she said like Dormammu's still alive and we have to stop him, and then they go through the portal. That whole end credits was really cool, and I did not expect Charlize Theron to be a part of the MCU. And she's a really cute actress, and let me think. And I really and Doctor Strange 3, like I really hope they make that sometime soon. I hope we don't have to wait another 6 years between this and the first one. So yeah, anything else I should say? But I would say, like, this is probably the best movie of Phase 4 so far. The best movie, though. I like Loki a smidge better than this movie, but this one was still pretty good, though. And there was another end credits, too, with Bruce Campbell, and then, like, because, like, he was being, like, controlled to, like, hit himself and torture himself, and then it was done, and he was like, it's over. And that was a little joke to, like, the movie's over, so leave. So, yeah, that was funny how he showed up in the very last end credit. Let me see. Anything else I should say? So yeah, I do have a lot of hype for Doctor Strange 3, and it's cool that Dormammu's gonna be the bad guy again, because he did not die in the first one, and it'd be cool if we actually like see like a death of Dormammu, you know, like a cool death of him. So yeah, that'll be cool. Like Doctor Strange 3 seems interesting. Anything else I should say about this movie? I think that's all I should say about this movie. So yeah. To rate this movie, I think I would rate this movie around a solid A. I know that's what I rated Spider-Man No Way Home last time, but because that was the first time I watched it, but like, I don't know, the more times I watch Spider-Man No Way Home, the leaser I like it. I think now I would probably give that movie around a B+, but this is like a for real, like solid A movie for me. Like, I don't think it'll change, because like, this was great, and hopefully it's better watching it a second time, but as of now, it's like a solid A, so yeah. Bye, and see you all in the next review.